Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all good? I hope so. I'm just here to talk about a few things that I've seen come across my feed, and most of it has been about Huntsville. So I saw in Tiffany's Instagram stories that she posted a picture of her, Kimmy, and Destiny, and I also saw the picture somewhere else as I continued to scroll, and the people were asking, like, why is Destiny with Kimmy? Is Tiffany coming back to the show? I don't think that's what it is. Because in Tiffany's next slide on her IG stories, it looks like her and her family were at the movies. So maybe she just ran into them while she was out. But I don't think she's coming back to the show. I hope not. And not that because I don't like Tiffany, because I do. I just don't think that she fits that show. When by me watching what she posts on her IG stories, on her page and everything, she's on a different level than what they are on this show. So me personally, I don't think it'll be a good fit. Now, as far as why is Destiny and Kimmy together, I don't know. I know some of the comments said because they're fake. Everybody on the show is fake. They create fake drama just so they can, put on the show or whatever. I don't know. Do I understand why the people say that? Yes, I do. Because Destiny has been going on and on about how the Scott's gaslighters, Kimmy has changed. Tisha created a situation and all this and that. So I can see why people feel like, oh, they just being fake. Because if you felt that way about Kimmy and Tisha and all that, you would not be with Kimmy right now. Like, I don't know why they together. I don't know if they were filming the scene. I don't know. But they look very friendly in the photo. But when it comes to somebody like Destiny, I think that for the most part, for most people, it's the halo effect. It's like a cognitive thing where they see this positive thing about her that they think that she's pretty. That's what you see a lot of her comments, that she's pretty. So it's like they can't get past the pretty for what she gives. Like, to me, I would not be able to trust somebody like her because I don't like how you can take the truth and then twist it to fit the narrative of what you're trying to talk about. Manipulate the situation, because you can manipulate the truth. And watching this show, she's done it several times. So somebody like that, to me, is dangerous. I wouldn't want that type of person in my space. I'm not trying to create a friendship with you. I'm not trying to be your associate. I'm not trying to be your acquaintance. I just don't see it. Is she pretty? Yes, Destiny is a really pretty lady. But that ain't enough for me, because I need to feel safe around you or in the spaces that we'll be in together, if that makes sense. I just can't go off you being pretty, because you took what Tisha said and you twisted it to make it sound a different way. You did the same thing with Melody, and you did it for a split second with Nail. So pretty, that's not gonna work. Halo effect, pretty privilege, attractor bias. Yeah, that type of stuff don't rock with me. Yeah. So then I see Tisha over there in her stories. You know, Tisha, child, she gonna post a whole bunch of subliminals in her stories. She don't really get active unless there's a group of people around her, or she trying to make a scene, like when she went to Destiny's open house and she was like, a lot of work. And I think that triggered Tisha, because if you go back to the reunion where Kimmy said that if it wasn't for them being, sister-in-laws, by marriage, she wouldn't, fool with nobody like that. She just she wouldn't see it for somebody like Tisha, right? And when Kimmy said that, she says that she didn't have the energy to put into that type of relationship. She don't have that type of energy. Destiny said it was too much work. I think that's what really triggered her. And on the other side of it, how Tisha is constantly saying, there's a lot of things that I know about you as a woman, this, that, and the other, all the stuff that you've been through. And maybe Tisha seemed like, you a lot of work. There could have been times that Tisha could have seen Destiny calling her and was like, you know what, I ain't answer the phone this time. I don't want to hear all these sob stories. I don't want to hear what she going through. I don't feel like that today. That's just me, speculating. I just feel like that could possibly happen because Tisha said that type of stuff too much, especially when it came to her and Destiny's relationship. But in her story, she put, F how they view you, be you, which is funny to me. I mean, the saying, that's cute. It's a cute little, what we call this, a quote. It's a cute little quote. But the thing is, You don't even know who you are. From season 1, you've been saying that you've been trying to find yourself. You don't want to lose Tisha. You don't want to be getting all those degrees because what was the point of getting them if you're not going to use them? And you're just confused right now. You just said this at the reunion that you're confused. You don't know what you want to do or where you're supposed to be. So what are you talking about? You don't know who you are. You don't know who Letitia Denise Scott is outside of Marcel Scott because you never got the opportunity to be that. You went from elementary / middle school to high school to college. You meet Marcel, you get pregnant, you get married. You don't know you. That's also a part of your confusion on top of people constantly saying, even over there with Carlos and his panel and people in the comments saying that the reason that you don't know who you are is because you're trying to cosplay Melody. You're trying to be Melody. When it's not in you, being that girl, it's not in you. But could you win at being a stay-at-home mom and you can level it? Like, if you really put your focus into the stay-at-home mom of it all, you can leverage that in such a way that you'll probably shock yourself that you didn't even think that it was possible. Do you know how many stay-at-home moms there are? Do you know there are things that they would love to tap into? And that could be that, like, you're not even consistent. You're not like, you had a YouTube. You weren't consistent with that. Your podcast. You called your podcast Mommy Business Podcast. And you can't even focus on that because you're trying to be that girl. When, in my opinion, you don't have it. You don't have the aura, the aesthetic, even the energy. Like, for me personally, there's no way I can look at Tisha and be like, I want to buy that. I like when she posted that. I'm nothing. It gives nothing. The only thing when I look at Tisha, I get irritated. That's it. But to say to put that quote up there, that will work for somebody else. But you, it's cute. What did she tell, what did she tell Mel that time on the reunion? When Mel was trying to explain, like, Tisha, no, we did have that conversation. I explained to you why I pulled away. And Tisha says, it sounds good. Yeah, that right there, that quote, it sounds good, but it doesn't fit you because you don't know who you are. Even I saw a reel of hers where she was trying to take some pictures at the house that they just built, the one that they're trying to sell, and she's holding these caps that say black. She looked awkward in that. It just looked awkward. It made me like, I do not want that hat. She looks just as out of place in that reel as that house looks in that neighborhood. I just don't know what it is. And then they have this thing down here where they on this like little show, like, are you invited to the cookout thing? And just looking at it, I don't want to see that. I do not want to see them. I'm dealing with enough watching out on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't want to see y'all nowhere else. And one thing Kimmy gonna do, she gonna have them girls out. If she don't do nothing else, she gonna do that. And I think the only time I really seen Kimmy kind of covered up is when they came back for season 4, when she got her support dog and she had on that like tan dress, I think was a turtleneck, long sleeves, and she had the cardigan on. That's the most I had ever seen Kimmy covered up. But she gonna have them girls out. And then when they showed the short, I saw the short from that Are You Invited to the Cookout? And her question was something almost like she had to pick from 3 things, but you had to respond to it as if you felt like it was true. And I was like, oh shoot, she got that in the bag, baby. She do that a lot. We see her do that on the show. Pretend that something is true when she knows it's a lie. So yeah, she good. She got that. She gonna win that. Whatever it is, if it's a competition, she gonna win that part. But I have no, like, it's nothing in me that say I want to see that. Because I remember seeing Tisha post a reel and they had on the same clothes and Kimmy was saying, oh, that was so exciting. And you know, of course, Tisha like, yes, but we can't tell y'all about it. You just gotta stay tuned. And the people was in the comments like, girl, we don't care. We do not care about what y'all got going on. But do y'all have plans on watching that? Are You Invited to the Cookout? Do you think Tiffany Whitlow is coming back to the show, or do you think they just bumped into each other while being out? What do you feel about seeing Kimmy and Destiny together? And what do you think about the quote that Tisha put in her stories? Let me know. And I'll talk to y'all later.